Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome to another video. Today we're going to talk about the San Diego Comic-Con exclusive Goku with Gohan on Nimbus. I didn't put Nimbus in this yet. We'll get to that with the accessories. But yeah, this is a last minute video, so I may not have time to do all the really cool photos that I really enjoy doing, but I'm going to try to squeeze this one in as I try to make a flight. But yeah, here we go. Let's talk about it. First things first, let's go over tiny little Gohan. Looks absolutely cute and adorable. He's on a head peg joint. As you can see, we actually get a nice bit of articulation there. Our arms can just, they can only go up and down, right? Can they go outward? No, they can move around. They're actually on a ball joint. So, and let's talk about our legs. Turns out he is a semi-static figure because he actually has a peg that allows him to sit up, right? And we have arms that focus all the way out and a head peg joint. So, basically a half static, half articulated figure. I'm gonna call it a 5 points because it pretty much has just about 5 points of articulation. Maybe even 4. Yeah, 4 because the tail doesn't move. But yeah, this adorable little guy is here and I love it. But I love that we're getting like these versions of Gohan as static figures and not as actually like full-blown articulated figures. And what's funny is here we are with our Goku, which I absolutely adore this face. I feel like this face sculpt is perfect. We have a slightly new mold here, and I do mean slightly. It's that updated body mold, but it's now on the classic uniform. I'm gonna call this my Tree of Might Goku. I really like, or Namekian Saga, or is this the beginning? No, this would be the beginning of the Saiyan Saga that goes with that Vegeta, right? This would be that. But yeah, man, I love this. We have our old stash. I love the dark blues here, but I really, really do adore this face sculpt. This gives me Tree of Might vibes, and I'm 100% here for that classic level of martial arts with Goku. We do have our standard articulation here. We have our bicep swivel. We have our beautiful double joints. We can lift up and we can rotate with an imitation of our butterfly joint here, right? We can move our shoulder pads out the way so we can move our arms up and around. As you can see, we can rotate our head and our necks. We have decent ab crunch as we rotate around. Our legs, because of the way this is done, Shunkocho Seiho style, right? You have to be careful how you rotate this around. So you rotate outward and then upward, then rotate back to get that leg to where you need it to go, just in case you don't know what you're doing, right? We have a beautiful double joint. And our feet have semi-decent movement. They don't, oh, no, it's pretty decent. Let's not say semi. And we have a toe hinge as well. So when we pose up our Goku, let's say you want to do massive training style. So let's see what we can do for our Goku. So stance-wise, we can actually get in some stances. Now, don't mind me because I'm figuring that if I had the proper hands, it looks slightly different. But yeah, we can actually still pretty much train up. Let's actually rotate this as if the wind were blowing against them. And yeah, you have beautiful fighting styles that you can imitate and look really good, right? We have rotation here. You can do rider kicks. You definitely want to be able to do your patented Goku, like ridiculous shonen kicks, right? So yeah, you have those. So yeah, I think you're pretty much set with this Goku. But I believe everyone wants to talk about the more important stuff, which is going to be our accessories. So let's get to that. All right, now we're gonna sit down and talk about first Gohan, because you actually do get a separate piece for him, and that's for the sitting down part. And to do that, what you literally have to do is take the arms off, take the head off, pull the body from under, and then you can put this gi on, reattach them, and then you have the sitting pose version. That will come later for when you use this stand, which is a new type of stand they created that will connect to Tamashii stages that allows you to pop Gohan's body in here and then arrange around Goku's arm. So that way it'll carry him. So that's actually pretty cool to try to think of that for people who can't balance it or don't want to get frustrated with balancing, which is pretty cool. Now we're gonna talk about our accessories. So you will get a bunch of cool Goku faces. One of them being this face. Again, I feel like I'm getting classic Dragon Ball Z, like the early movie stuff, Tree of Might, movies 1 through 4, stuff like that. We have our neutral stock face, the happy-go-lucky Goku. Then we have him looking off to the side, which is great for recreating that photo from that iconic image of him and Gohan sitting down and Gohan peeking through his arms. Utterly fantastic. As far as hands go, you will get a hand for holding Gohan. This is literally the Gohan holding hand, right? It's our right hand. You will get your martial arts hands. You will get a hand wave sign one. And then you will get power pole holding hands, which is pretty cool. You get hands for holding the power pole. And that's really cool because you actually get a power pole. I love that because this was actually a bonus given away a long time ago, and it's cool to be offered again. I feel like it shouldn't have been offered in an exclusive, but you know, it works for what you're going for with the early Dragon Ball Z stuff. Now, last but not least, let's talk about Nimbus. Oop, Gohan fell on his face. Right? So we're gonna talk about Nimbus, and what's cool about Nimbus is, right? Oh, I'm tripping. We also get the whooshy hair for Goku. I apologize. We do get whooshy hair for Goku. Now, here is Nimbus. Nimbus is actually really, really light. Like, really light. I thought it would be heavy, but it's smart that they made it this way. And then there's a revealing panel for if you want to attach Tamashii stages to it to sit on top, should you want to. Then there's the opening in the back for the 2 types of tail piping. Now, you'll get the shooting, dashing off tail piping, which is crazy because this feels like it's heavier than the actual Nimbus. So as you can see here, you'll have that. And then you have when you want to do the curvature kind, if you want to make it turn left or right. Actually, no, you can only do one way because it locks in through that piece there. So this is obviously the way you would do it. But if you don't want it to lock all the way in and sit a certain type of way, you don't jam it all the way in, just kind of let it sit. Actually, nope, you're going to do it one way. Only one way, guys. Sorry, which sucks, but yeah. And then underneath, you will get placing for Tamashii stages. So I have one sitting right here. Let's see if it's going to be able to hold up a Goku, right? And it should be able to because it's actually very fairly light. You can use 2 Tamashii stages or whatever, but as you can see, it's holding up with no issue. But if we want to talk about Goku, obviously, he's going to sit there. No, technically, he can hold. He just, look, my hands are here. So, yeah, technically, he's holding. And that's just him just sitting there on it. So, I mean, he can technically hold the weight of it. And when you're taking out your Tamashii stages, guys, just to be on the safe side, to be careful, just gently wiggle it out, because it can cause friction and break off inside, and you don't want that. So a little bit of advice there. But yeah, overall, super duper happy with this. Unfortunately, I may not have time for a size comparison. I'm gonna see what I can squeeze in, as well as maybe 3 or 4 photos. Unfortunately, I am really, really squeezed for time, but I wanted to be able to talk about this. So yeah, so let's try to get the size comparison with a few Gokus and see what happens, right? See you guys. Okay, now we're on the size comparison. I don't have a lot, but I do have a lot of Gokus. I'll tell you that much. Here we are with a superhero Gohan, just to show you adult Gohan next to his dad, right? Then we have the new San Diego Comic-Con Jiren. So you can see how he is with a bigger character. Here we are with Jiren. Just to talk about bigger characters, here we are with Piccolo. Everyone knows that joke. And if you don't, you're crazy. So we can see how my boys kind of square out. They look pretty good in my opinion. It's one of those things where I'm like, this works for what we have going on. I like this classic Goku. And it's only if you truly love that iconic scene do you feel like you're gonna need this. Because, you know, at this point with Dragon Ball stuff, I feel like we're getting a lot of stuff that kind of rolls out later. Probably not in the same color, because it'll probably be a lighter blue. But they do eventually roll out later. And I'm kind of, I know some people are on the fence about that, but I feel like it works in terms of the long term. Now, in terms of head swapping though, right? Here we are with an awakened warrior body. Gonna leave that right there. And here we are, the new legendary warrior one. So real quick, you know, we gotta test it out, see if it works. So here we are. It didn't even sit on the head peg properly. Let me see if I can. So it doesn't sit directly on the head peg properly, but this is how it's gonna look, right? On this body. And then on the Awakened Warrior, which is a classic at this point, here we go. So now you know what you're getting into. I feel like this will help you on your journey. Everyone knows, like with the Dragon Ball stuff, it's really easy to kind of get enamored and get caught up in the million other things it does. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thanks for taking the time out to watch it on very short notice. I have to go catch my flight. But in the meantime, please, please, please be safe out there. It's super duper hot everywhere right now. And please drink plenty of water, stay hydrated. And as always, please be good, do good. Oh, no, wait, before I forget. I was told that you guys, if you are going to the convention and you want one of these exclusives, you have to go and get a ticket from the usual ticketed marina. I will put that in the description before I forget. And if I do forget, somebody remind me so I can change it and add it in. I have that information. For the 3 Dragon Ball exclusives, you have to go get a ticket. And for the Godzilla and the other exclusive, which is Kakashi, you can just go straight up to the booth and get it. I will put that in the description. Please don't let me forget, you guys. Please, 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 please. And as always, be good, do good, drink your water, guys. Later.